be showing you guys the ingredients that I'll be using today. Here we have 1 pound of ground beef, bacon, 1 block of cheddar cheese, 1 bag of tater tots, this is 2 pounds, and a can of cheddar cheese soup, ranch seasoning, heavy cream, you want yellow onion, and I'm going to be adding a little bit of cayenne pepper, but if you don't like any spice, you can go ahead and omit that. Let's get baking. First thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 375 degrees, and then I'm just going to line the bacons flat onto a baking sheet lined with foil, and then you can also use parchment paper too if you wish. And then I'm just going to bake it for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending the size of your bacons. So make sure you keep an eye on that, and you just want to be golden brown and crispy. While the bacon is baking, I'm just gonna start cutting up the onion, and then I'm just gonna chop them into smaller pieces. If 1 onion is too much, you can always, of course, use half of an onion. But I do love eating onions, so I'm gonna do 1 small onion. Okay, just gonna set this aside. Okay, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to shred my cheese. You can go ahead and use the pre-shredded one too if you prefer. Sometimes I just prefer shredding my own cheese. So this is 2 cups, 8 ounce. And you can always use whichever cheese that you prefer too. You could like switch it up, maybe half of cheddar cheese and half of mozzarella cheese. It's up to you. Okay, that looks good. And then in a small bowl, I'm going to add in the cheddar cheese soup. You want to grab every little nooks and cranny out of that can. And then I'm going to add in heavy cream. You can use heavy cream, buttermilk, almond milk, whole milk, whichever milk that you prefer. And then I'm just going to give it a good mix to combine everything well. It's going to take about a minute or 2. And then we're just going to set it aside until we are ready to use. On medium-high heat, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to add in the onions. And then you just want to cook this until softened, about 3 to 5 minutes. The onion looks good. I'm just going to add in the ground beef. And you just want to break it up. And then I'm going to add in the ranch seasoning. And then a little bit of cayenne pepper. Like I said, you can always omit the cayenne if you don't want any heat. Just going to give it a quick stir. Okay, this looks good. And then I'm just going to cook it for about 7 to 8 minutes or until it's no longer pink. And then you'll want to remove the excess oil. In a large bowl with the drained ground beef, I'm going to add in the cheese mixture. And then I'm just going to mix them to combine. You guys, this looks and smells so delicious. Like I can literally just eat this as is. But we're not gonna stop here. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna set this aside. Okay, here I have a 9x13 casserole dish that I already sprayed some olive oil on the side and the bottom to coat. And then I'm just going to pour some of the tops. And then I'm just going to line them up, single layer. You can go ahead and do, double layer too. It's up to you. But I'm just gonna do single layers for now. And you just fit what you can. If you have a smaller baking dish, then of course you probably might have to like double layer it. But if you're using a bigger casserole, then you should be good by doing just single layer. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to pour in the meat mixture all over the top. And then you can just use, a spoon or a spatula, whatever you have on hand. Whichever one is the easiest for you. Just want to spread them out evenly. Okay, this looks good. And then from here, you can go ahead and add on some cheese, but I'm gonna use the rest of my tots. Just gonna pour it right on top. And then I'm just going to do my best and layer them evenly. Okay, this looks good, and I'm going to sprinkle on the cheese. And I'm just going to sprinkle all over. And then we're going to sprinkle on the bacons, and I already chopped them up already. You just want to sprinkle right on top. Okay, this looks good, and it's going to go into the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes or until the cheese has melted and it's nice and bubbly on top. Here is the end results of the ranch tater tots. I hope you give this recipe a try. The measurements are in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will get my latest videos. Bye!